everybody. So today's Monday. That means it's time for family movie night. And this week we are talking about one of the underseen Disney live action classic films. And everybody knows about Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins is one of the most beloved films ever made. It came out in 1964, was one of Walt's greatest accomplishments. He always wanted to make a great American musical, and he finally did it with Mary Poppins. And he got Julie Andrews an Oscar for the film. It's so whimsical. It's so lovely. It's got great songs by the Sherman Brothers. But I think a lot of people forget about the also very good film, BEDKNOBS Broomsticks. And this came out in 1971. It also has Sherman Brothers music. It also stars David Tomlinson, who is also in Mary Poppins. And it has a lot of the same magic and whimsy of Mary Poppins. And you can decide whether you like it as much as Mary Poppins. I actually know some people who do prefer it over Mary Poppins. I just really, really enjoy it. And so let's talk about it. And I think it's definitely one that's worth watching on Disney Plus. And what the story is for BEDKNOBS Broomsticks is it is about a woman who is studying to become a witch. And this is during World War II, with the Nazis are starting to invade England, and she has a scheme that she wants to be able to use her witch powers to be able to defeat the Nazis. And she's taking a course by a man named Professor Emilius Brown, and this is who is played by David Tomlinson. And she is waiting for the final spell on substitutionary locomotion. And this is the spell that will allow her to make inanimate objects move and become an army, is her dream. And so Miss Price, the witch, is played by Angela Lansbury, and she's so great. I mean, I love her, of course, in Beauty and the Beast, but I love her in this as well. And she doesn't get the final spell, and she's left wondering what is happening. Why didn't she have it? And then all of a sudden she gets 3 children left to her that are being relocated in the country. And this is something you see also in Paddington with the relocation of lost children. That is something that happens during the war. And so we have this happening with these 3 children. And it is Charlie, Carrie, and Paul. And they're pretty good little kid actors, I would say. I think that they are not as good as the 2 kids in Mary Poppins, but I still think that they're serviceable. They do an okay job. I think that Charlie has most of the work that he has to do. The other 2 can kind of just be cute, but he's the one that's the skeptic. He doesn't really believe in magic. He has the whole song, The Age of Not Believing, that's sung about him, and I think he does a fine job in the role. And so all of a sudden Miss Price is forced to take care of these 3 children, and that's challenging, especially as she's trying to work on her magic. And she ends up meeting Emilius Brown, and then things start to go about. I won't tell you the whole rest of the thing, but we end up with some animation. We end up with lots of magic. We have a nice long ending where we're fighting Nazis, which is a lot of fun. And I think it's a really good movie. It has some good humor to it. It's also deals with some topics that I think could lead to some interesting conversations for your family movie night. I think it would be a pretty safe, tame movie if you wanted to talk about themes about war and hate and things like that, but that is very gentle. It also has wonderful dancing in it with the Portobello Road sequence. And of course, you've got the Sherman Brothers songs, who are one of the best songwriters ever, and they did, of course, Mary Poppins and Jungle Book and Winnie the Pooh and so many other great Disney musicals. And so you can enjoy all of the songs here. And of course, Angela Lansbury is definitely up for all of the singing. You do have a moment at the end where they try to bring the romance and the emotion, and for the most part, I think it works. You do have little Paul being quite the cute little cuddly kid, and I think he's fun and if a bit too saccharine maybe for some people's taste. The romance between David Tomlinson and Angela Lansbury, it feels a little off, like they don't have super great chemistry, but I think it's good enough. And so overall, it's really enjoyable, and I really like the whole substitutionary locomotion. The whole idea, I think, is a lot of fun. So if you like engaging songs, I think that maybe one flaw is the animation sequence is charming, but it totally doesn't matter at all. Like literally as soon as they get home, it's all immediately erased, which is kind of like, why did we waste all this time there? I mean, I love animation, don't get me wrong, but it feels really superfluous to the whole story. So I don't know, that's kind of a weird choice, I think. But nevertheless, I think this is a lot of fun. I think it's definitely underpraised, and I think you should watch it with your family. So if you like BEDKNOBS and Broomsticks, let me know what you think. And what are some other Disney live action classics that you like, that you would like me to review for family movie night? I would love to hear your choices. And we're going to be starting Disney Scares Month pretty soon. It's coming up 5th year, so that's very exciting. So thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. I would really appreciate it. And please share these family movie nights with your friends and family and people looking for wholesome family movie recommendations. I would sure appreciate that. We also have our Patreon group, which is really great. And we appreciate that support so much. And have the merch store. We can get #AnimationJunkie shirts, and you'll really enjoy those. So thanks again, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everyone.